I heard lots of opinions about the truth that really happened that day. And it's always really interesting what people have in mind. It's really wild. I started working as an actor in theater, so I am used to rehearsal, to make mistakes, to find the wrong path and realizing it 2 days later, and then you start from another angle. So this kind of working feels really close to me, and I enjoy it very much. You have to be present all the time, and you can't hide at any moment because the responsibility for the character is so high. And I constantly had to question my own projections on her. The script constantly mirrored back my own opinion about certain behavior or certain narratives or things that she said or, all these things.
You complain about the life that you chose. You're not a victim. Not at all.
Be fair. I'm a man who's been cheated on. I can't stand anymore. I'm fighting.
The tension in this scene is really high from the beginning. The circumstances are a bit weird because Sandra doesn't know that her husband is recording the fight. And she also doesn't know that he might kind of stage the fight to collect material for writing. So it comes out of the blue. And I think for a long time, she really tries not to get into it and not to fight with him because there's no reason. When you're in a relationship for a long time, the fights somehow spiral. It's always the same topics, and I think it's the same with them. So in the first place, she probably thinks that it's the usual thing that's going on, and we can probably fix it in a minute or 2 or maybe 10. But this time something is different, and she decides otherwise and gets into the fight really late, but she does. So we had 2 days to film that scene because it ends really violent, and we didn't want to do that on the first day because I figured that it would be hard to go back to the beginning where it's pretty relaxed from her side. So we filmed the first part until let's call it explosion on the first day and the other parts on the second day. But this one was also rehearsed. We really had to find the staging in the house and the positions of the characters. But everything else, I really have to say, the scene is so superbly written that you could just ride through it. It was really beautiful.
An accidental fall is going to be hard for us to defend. That's why there's an investigation for a more suspicious death, because you were the only person there. And of course, you're his wife.
Stop. I did not kill him.
That's not the point.
I heard lots of opinions about the truth that really happened that day. And it's always really interesting what people have in mind. As soon as we started working, I also realized that it's not really important. It's really important what we think about the story. It's important what every spectator, every viewer thinks about the characters. It has so much to do with our own perception of a couple, of successful people, of adult people, of relationships of mothers and children and fathers and children. All the things we project are important.